guys, it's John at learningguitarnow.com, and in this free video, I want to show you a cool little lick that I just learned. I was browsing YouTube, thinking about what I wanted to show for the next podcast, and I came across a video I saw a long time ago. It's Jimi Hendrix Red House, but played by Gary Moore. It's just an awesome version of this cool blues tunes, one of my favorite blues tunes. Anyway, I've already played the lick and you've seen it. So this lick is in the key of B and pretty much using the minor pentatonic scale. Let's go ahead and break into it. Now the first lick, it starts with a bend on the 10th fret of the B string. So you're bending right here, B string up to the B note. Right when it comes into the beat, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to bend it again and apply heavy vibrato. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you let that ring out while you're vibratoing it and bending it for 6 beats. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 when you have the bend vibrato move going. So we got the bend and then the bend vibrato. And then I'm going to bend the 9th fret of the G string. 7 on the B string, 7 on the E string. Make sure to bar those with your first finger. And then I'm going to bend up slightly the 10th fret of the B string. Then come back and hit the 7th fret of the high E string with our first finger. And then you're going to take your second finger and hit the 9th fret, high E string, 7th fret, high E string, 10th fret of the B string, 7th fret of the high E, back to 10, 7 on the B. Now we're doing the same move again, bending 9th fret with our third finger or second finger, whichever you like to use. Bar the bottom two. I like to call it the Chuck Berry lick. Pull off 10 to 7 on the B string. And now we're going to bend up the 9th fret of the G string, pull it down, and release. Now bend it up slightly, and then hit 7th fret of the G string with your first finger. Apply heavy vibrato. And then we're going to slide back, and when the 5 chord hits, you're going to slide into 9th fret on the A string, which is the F sharp note, the 5 chord. And then I'm going to hit the 7th note of the G, 7th fret, that's 9th fret of the G string with the third finger. Now, I don't come in right when the 5 chord hits. It kind of comes in an 8th note or a 16th note right after. I think it sounds pretty cool when you don't exactly hit on the beat. A lot of times Hendrix played a lot of this kind of sloppy stuff, but it sounds cool like that because that's just how Jimi Hendrix sounded. So instead of playing right on the beat hits and then you hit right after the beat. So I think that's one of the keys to sounding like Jimi Hendrix, and I think Gary Moore did an awesome job of doing that on this live version of Red House Blues. But a lot of his stuff was just not perfection. And I've heard a lot of people play Hendrix stuff, and it seems like the more perfect that it is, the worse that it sounds when you're trying to play like Hendrix. Of course, you have to get the notes right. Of course, you got to get the feel right. But I think getting the Hendrix sound is a combination of having the perfection and then blending it with a little bit of sloppiness. That way it just sounds cooler. If you play like directly on the beat, everything, and it's all intact and proper, you're not going to get the Hendrix vibe because he never played like that. And if you listen to him in interviews, he will often say that he played sloppy because he was just searching for new stuff all the time. Anyway, that's just a little comment about how I feel about how to get the Hendrix vibe. Let's go ahead and break down the lick slowly. Is this? That's in a little bit about half speed, I guess you would say. Now let's talk about how to execute this lick. The one thing that stands out in my mind to get this lick to sound right is one piece of it that's not exactly in time. There's no really exact technical notes of how to play it. You just got to feel it. But after you do the first part, bend it. The next part, we're going to do this. From that point on, this part sounds pretty dry when you play it like that. Now, when the beat is going, you want to see if you can just drag it a tad bit behind the beat so you get this kind of slowdown. You're trying to catch up with the beat, and that's really the vibe of this lick. You have this. And it's kind of hard to do it without a backing track, but you heard me play it along with the track. But that's the key to getting this to happen, is do the first part of the lick, and then this next part, see if you can play behind the beat. Just drag it. It's a little bit difficult to explain exactly how to drag the beat, but feel the downbeat and just try to go right below the beat before it happens. But it doesn't happen for very long. It's just those few. Those few notes right there. If you did it regular speed, right on the beat, it sounds pretty lame, I think. Slow it down. And then you're going to go right back to the speed of the lick in the next part. So that's just doing that Chuck Berry thing. That little piece. So it's a really cool lick to learn, and if you can also implement that technique on any lick that you know. Oftentimes, if you put that little playing behind the beat, sometimes I like to call it drag the beat, it just adds a little tension to your solos, So you want to experiment with just playing behind the beat, dragging the notes slightly behind the beat to give you a little bit more of a Hendrix feel. Okay, well, that's it for this lesson. To learn more about playing the blues, please visit learningguitarnow.com. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's free backing tracks that I'll be putting out. There's already a ton on my channel as well as new free slide and blues guitar lessons. Thanks a lot. See you next time.